Hello everyone from the Great Sacandaga Lake. Summer is almost upon us. This past week we've had to deal with the smoke from the Canadian wildfires like everyone else in the Northeast. Plus we are in a bit of a wet weather stretch. It looks like the smoke in the air has now cleared and we know warmer, drier days are ahead. And with those come some great times boating, swimming, fishing, or simply relaxing outdoors. Today I want to provide you with an update on the status of current listings of residential property around the Great Sacandaga Lake and residential properties in the towns surrounding the lake. First though, I want to take a few minutes to give you my thoughts around how I view the local housing marketplace. I think of our area here around the Great Sacandaga and in the southern Adirondacks as really three discrete markets. Those being properties on or near the Great Sacandaga Lake that provide you with lake access. Second, we have many smaller lakes in the southern Adirondacks besides the Great Sacandaga that have properties providing you with lake access as well. My last breakdown are residential properties in the various towns that surround the Great Sacandaga Lake and in the southern Adirondacks. These are my three basic market distinctions. But then within the Great Sacandaga Lake with lake access properties, there are what I see as three submarkets. Those properties that give you a 10-foot access, those that are part of an association where the association has the access and you as a member gain those rights. And last, those properties with more than 10 feet access. Each, I believe, reflect different valuation considerations that you should take into account. The typical distinction between those with 10 feet and with more than 10 feet are the properties with just the 10 feet are not usually directly on the lake and do not usually come with a lake view, although you can find some, an added value when you can. Those also can be up to 1 mile from the lake itself. When you get access above 10 feet, and the vast majority of these are at 50 and up, you find those direct lakeside and with views of the lakes, mountains, and sunrises or sunsets over the water. Also with these, you get more elbow room to better enjoy your lake access. These are going to be the higher priced properties on the market. You will find seasonal camps and year-round full-size homes in all three categories though. There are even additional considerations depending on where on the lake you are. For example, the southern end is typically shallower, which can impact the length of your boating season, as the lake levels decline as the summer progresses. When you consider other lakes in the region, some have special building restrictions or limit the type and size of watercraft allowed on it, which need to be taken into account as you try and best match your needs. If your budget or needs do not fit something with lake access, the surrounding towns can still offer you a chance to enjoy the recreation opportunities of the southern Adirondacks due to their proximity to everything. There are 3 free public access boat launches around the Great Sacandaga Lake in Broad Albin, Northville, and Day. You are also just a short drive away from hiking or enjoying multiple other lakes in the region. I attempt to stratify the overall market into these categories to provide you as a buyer with the best information from which to determine if a property meets your needs and a proper price to offer. As a seller, this approach should also give you the basis to determine the right price to list your property at that will generate interest and maximize your eventual return. Turning to the current open listing market, looking first at the Great Sacandaga Lake with access residential properties. Unfortunately, the low inventory trend continues. Currently, there are only 19 residential properties with lake access on the market. The median price of these listings is $549,000, which is 21% higher than the 2022 actual sales median. While there are still cases of properties turning over quickly, the median days on the market of these listings are 38 compared to the overall 2022 median level of 15. So this particular population has been on the market a bit longer versus last year's experience. 8 of these listings have experienced a price drop, averaging 9% versus their original listing though. Looking off the Great Sacandaga Lake at the surrounding towns, the low inventory level trend also prevails. There are only 24 properties listed among these towns of Broad Albin, Mayfield, Northampton, Northville, Edinburgh, Day, Hadley, Providence, and Perth. The median price of these listings is at $254,000, so substantially under the lake access property level. The median days on the market for these is currently at 30 days. Thanks for taking the time to visit with me. If you have interest in purchasing a property or in selling within the Great Sacandaga Lake region or in the southern Adirondacks, please give me some consideration. Give me a call at 518-222-8431 or email at kevin@thomasjrealestate.com. Have a great day.